I was a psychologist who tried to understand the mind of an ISIS terrorist. This young man, at the age of 20, was brought up in a hostile environment where ISIS terrorists were around. His parents were murdered, and from a young age, he was taken in by ISIS. ISIS themselves conducted psychological torture on this young man. He was caught trying to set off a bomb and was taken in. He was snuck into Western civilization to do whatever he was programmed to do by ISIS extremists. Because he was so young, and his poor childhood ruined, I was given a task of exploring his mind in the hope of finding out the psychology behind these terrorists, in the hopes of finding out other ways of stopping these terrorists. I was to find some sort of switch in which we could use against other terrorists. I questioned him, and I couldn't find much. And then, out of the window, he spots a plane, and he points at it, saying that it's going to blow. Secret services followed the plane, and were glad to find out that nothing had blown. Then this young man kept saying that to each plane that passed him. He always said that it was going to blow. We found out, and thank God, that nothing had blown up. I was so confused, and so were my employers from the Army and Secret Services. It was quite a weird experience. Then, one night, an idea came into my head. This young man was taken in by terrorists at a young and vulnerable age. They molded his mind before anything else. What if he didn't know that the true purpose of planes was to go into the air and stay in the air depending where it was going, and safely and slowly land? I brought a toy plane with me, and I asked him about the journey of all flying machines, and he got the first two right, but at the end, it always blew up. He actually didn't know that the true purpose of any flying machine was to eventually land in its decided destination. I then showed him by using the toy plane, and I showed him and told him that the true purpose of all planes and flying machines was to safely land and to reach his destination. He looked at me weird and started laughing, and he kept calling me crazy and kept on saying that eventually all planes blow up. We took him to an airport, and we showed him that planes land safely without blowing up, but he was still in great amazement. He still didn't believe us, and thought that we planned those planes to land. We asked how he got into Western civilization, and he said he was heavily drugged and put to sleep, and when he woke up, he was in a hotel room with some of his terrorist colleagues in Western lands. Then I randomly took him with me, bought some tickets to Germany, and we were both to go on a plane. The Secret Service and the Army allowed it, and made plans just in case things went wrong. The plane was just to be me and him inside it. When the day came, we took off into the air. He kept questioning when the plane was going to blow up. He started to sweat and became irritated. He then started to cry when he eventually realized that the plane wasn't going to blow. I looked at him, and I said it wasn't his fault. His life had been stolen from him. Then he kept saying that the plane isn't going to blow, and it was like his whole world had been changed. His psychological treatment from ISIS was breaking now. As we safely landed, he wasn't the same person anymore, and there was a change in his personality. He was more open, more emotional. One plane ride had changed him. These strange events told us that ISIS trains members like this, by telling them it's part of nature, or the order of the world. Like how planes blow up from taking off, or somehow human heads just have to come off. They teach them it's natural. What's up guys, Psychotic Maniac here. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, slap a like on it and share with your friends. So you don't miss out on any of my future content, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and remember, everyone is a tad bit insane.